Basically, there are more balding people in the world than bald people. And that'd be emotional purchase. Oh no, I'm losing my hair. What do I do? What do I do? I buy a partial. And when I think of a partial, I think of a rectangle, because then you can cut it out flat and place it like just there or just there, right? You don't need that dome to get the scissors in and mess around. And it's not quite right for us, the partial wearers. My recommendation was 6 by 12 inches or 15.24 centimeters by 30.48 centimeters, which is an accurate translation of inches to centimeters in terms of 6 by 12 inches. The Swiss lace, French lace, and 0.03 millimeter poly ultra thin skin. Okay guys, I've just received this in the mail from Lordhair. Share your transformation. Check out those deals. You can get massive rewards for sharing your before and after results. This is the first of 4. I ordered 15 centimeters by 30 centimeter rectangle. Just getting ready for inspection. Their colour looks correct, and you can't see any greys. Okay, so I'm going to go from there. That does look pretty accurate. Let's hope they didn't fall short. No, that seems right to me so far. 15, 30, hopefully. Hopefully it's not 29.9 or something and I can't get the full 3 hair pieces out of it or something like that. So that's what 6 by 12 inches, a little bit shorter than 6 by 12 inches. So it's 15 centimeters by 30 centimeters. So we're going to look now at V-loop alignment. You should be able to see immediately. Obviously this is not going to be my new hairpiece in one piece like this. I'm going to cut 3 out and hopefully they've gone all the way along. Right, and they've done it correctly. But of course, as you know, I always bleach along the edges, right? Okay, so at this point, all the way along the front, they haven't gone sideways at all. Brilliant. So that point there on that edge is definitely going nose to spine. It needs to go all the way through, of course, all the way, because I'll be cutting it through and it needs to just be nose to spine all the time. So far, everything I can see, looking through the hairs, it seems like they've done it absolutely perfectly. That seems like exactly what I ordered. So I'm very happy. Well done, Lordhair. It's going to be a lot easier for me to cut this out. Now it's gone, cut this out. Okay, I've said in the past that I would change the shape of my stencil because it's not accurate. This is incorrect. I mean, it could potentially become correct if I shaved in deeper, but I really don't think that there's a huge amount of missing hairs here. There's certainly a growing circle of baldness back there. But slicing some of that off would probably be better. The way to do this, by the way, is you start with the wrong stencil, you put the hair on, you cut it the new way, and before you destroy it, you take it off, you trace it, and from this, after I've fixed it so that it fits, then I would make a new stencil. So I should do that. These other two have already been cut out, so I will continue to make mistakes with these two and clean them up with scissors. But as I've told you, this is 1/4. This first 15 by 30 centimeter rectangle is the first of 4 pieces that I'll be receiving. So if the stencil had been correct, all I would have to do is press this down and it would be finished. But given that it's not correct, I'm going to have to cut out a bit. Now we have to look for density issues. We also have to look to see if the V-loops come loose, because previous hair pieces that I've had in the beginning, years ago, had loose V-loops that just kept on molting. So that can't be what happens with this one. I hope also that the bleaching process that I did for 40 minutes was the right amount of time to make this seamless at the front here. It felt like while I was doing it that it might have been a little bit too short. You can see this bump here, right? That means I have to lift this up. Right, that's stuck down really good. All right. Okay, I'll give myself a haircut. So this was a 40-minute bleach job at the front here. Maybe I could have afforded to make it a little bit longer. I just hope the density is good. It seems correct, the density, the same as a normal S22 unit. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this. And then I'll edit the hairline at the front to correct for my incorrect stencil size. Okay, so I like the altitude on this side. You see what I did? See that bend? That is folded under from when I lifted it earlier. Just got my fingernail under there and trying to flatten it. It's stuck to itself. I call that curling when that happens. And then down here, this is too low, so I'm going to cut this now. So it doesn't feel like there's a lot of glue there, but there should be residual glue all along there. That will take some cleaning up over some time. But I can't. Maybe it wasn't stuck down long enough to absorb into my skin very much. So that's fairly uniform, you think? Or you think that side should be higher? At any rate, I feel comfortable with that at the moment. This is very fine hair. It's like extremely soft. My natural hair is coarse by comparison to this. Soft is good. All right, so now I'm gonna style my hair. I'll open this frizzies. It's not really a styling product that holds, it just really is supposed to stop flyaways somehow. And I'm not sure if I was supposed to have completely dry hair before putting it in. Yeah, it says start with dry hair. So, does it look like it's coming straight out of my head? See, the thing is, it does, but it's so perfect. They've done such a perfect job in the way that I requested it, that it might be a little bit too regimented. The straight lines all the way along might be a little bit too perfect. So I'm extremely happy with this. It's exactly what I asked for. They've done an excellent job. Any other problems with this haircut are really to do with the cutting of my natural hair up around here, so it doesn't bulge out around the top, so it conforms more to the shape of my head. But I think everyone agrees that having it medium length, like a bit longer than this, looks better. But yeah, I don't think this is actually I'll use some of this. Yeah, Frizzies is not really a styling product. This is holding paste. When I first saw the base, because it's not dome shaped, it was a nice rectangle, I could see it all nice at a glance. It seemed like the base was too shiny, but you can see now it's not. It's perfectly integrating, camouflaged into my forehead. If you want partials, please say, can you please start stocking rectangles? And if you think that's the right width for you, I reckon it would be pretty approximately good for everybody, 6 inches wide. And then the length. For me, 30 centimeters or 12 inches worked out well. So 6 by 12. I think that should be the industry standard for partials. Most people's heads are about 6 inches wide at any given point. Okay? So I think for anyone who wants those front partials, 6 by 12 inches is a good industry size. So if you want it, order it, custom. It's exactly what I asked for. They did an excellent job.